The opening verse of this week's Parsha, Reeh, begins with the words, Reeh Anochi noten lifnechem hayom bracha uklala. Look that I'm giving you today blessing and curse. If you keep the mitzvot, Moshe goes on to tell us, we'll get blessing. And if we don't, God forbid, the opposite will happen. But I'd like to focus on the word Reeh. After all, the Parsha gets its name from that. Reeh, see. See what? Feel, maybe? Understand? But to see? What does it mean to see? There are a lot of different explanations, but the Or HaChaim HaKadosh gives one explanation, where Moshe is saying, you don't have to look very far. He's saying, look at me. I lived in the king's palace. I know what this world has to offer. I've seen all the blessings of wealth and happiness and joy. And the greatest thing is Torah. If you heard that from somebody else, if you heard that from somebody who'd never really experienced it, you'd say, oh, what does he know? He's a yeshiva bacher. He's never really had all the pleasures of this world. But when you see it from the perspective of somebody who already has seen and experienced all that wealth has to offer, all that rejection of Torah has to offer in this world, and they still choose Torah nevertheless, that's an amazing thing. So when you see famous actors, CEOs of big corporations reject all that, take a break for Shabbat, keep kosher, keep tzniut. These are the kinds of things that inspire us to keep Torah as well. And on the other hand, if somebody told you, the world to come is this beautiful, amazing place, but they've never experienced it, no eye has ever seen what the world to come really has. But there is one person who's seen pretty close, and that's Moshe. At the very height of Har Sinai, when he was receiving the Torah directly from Hashem, Moshe was as close to heaven as a human being can be, as any mortal can be. And he's telling us what the world to come has to offer. So he's saying, see, look at me. I'm the one you should be looking at, not somebody else. You're talking to somebody who's seen this world and has seen the pleasures of the world to come. And I can tell you what's better. On our own levels, we have all experienced the rewards and punishments of keeping the Torah or not. And now with Elul coming up, the time of judgment, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, this is the time for us to start thinking about how can we get the blessings. We can inspire ourselves with our own experience to see what really happened and what really happens to people when they keep the Torah, and how happy they are and how content they are and how close they are with Hashem, and what a great, strong community they can build. Continue to do that, and the direction is only up, as we shall all see together. Have a Shabbat Shalom.